Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas Market Recap for Tuesday, November the 4th. My name is Barry Anderson and I'm the moderator of the trading room. This is the address to get into the room and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. Well, as opposed to yesterday, a pretty exciting day for me anyway, and I think a lot of people in the chat room also. I'm going to get rid of the first three trades are going to be the boring ones, and then we're going to look at the last couple, and they were doozies. But let's take a look at the first one, ADSK, Autodesk. And this is why I took it. You see this big, huge volume spike right there. And it passed through the whole number. And you look, this is a chase. There's no question that this is a chase, but I just wanted to see whether or not this volume spike would allow it to continue going up. And so I took the trade at 58.30. It went up a little bit, and then as it started coming down, I exited almost immediately at 58.26. On a volume spike like this, on a chase, I'm not thinking it's going to keep going like this. I'm thinking maybe I get another 10, 15, maybe 20 cents, and I'll take the trade just because, I'm interested to see what this volume spike is all about. Yeah, I know I could just watch it and paper trade it to see what's happening, but it's a little more exciting when you put some money into it. So I did that and it didn't work. The next one was NUAN, nuance, and same thing. Now, a little bit different. This was a short sell situation. So here's the volume spike right here. And so I decided to short sell at 15.45. And I wanted to put a stop just above here, but I gave it a little bit of room, and I decided to put it up here because, I mean, let's face it, it's only a 10-cent difference. So I watched it do a lot of this, and it really was doing nothing. And on this candle here, I decided to just exit the trade. And you can see it really did absolutely nothing. So this volume pop here basically meant nothing. And, but doesn't mean I'm going to just discard the strategy to take a look at these volume pops to see whether or not I should be following them. So I took a 5-cent loss on this one. And the next one was HLT. And now this was actually brought to my attention by one of the posters in the room, and I can see why. This had a little bit of a pullback right here. And then on the pop, I'm sorry, sorry about that. I just disabled my email notifications. Anyway, what I was saying is that I'm sure that he was looking at this and then on this pop here, and so we got into the trade right here, and it started to work a little bit. This is at 24.75, and it looked like it was actually going to run a little bit, 24.81, but then it just gave up the ghost. And around this time is when, now I'm going to show you, I was in another trade at the same time. But it was getting to be walk the dog time. In fact, what I'm really trying to do is, between well, certainly between 12 and 1 is I got to take her out. So I was a little anxious to get out of this, and I'm glad I did because it did really nothing after that. Now, trade of the day. Didn't make nearly what I should have made on this one, but this was brought by one of our posters, Denislav, and he alerted us in the room around right here. Now, I have to tell you, this had wild bid and ask spreads. I mean, 20 cents, 30 cents sometimes. So, you could get into a trade like this at, like I did here. I got in. I think some people may have got in here, and I think even he did, and he got stopped out because I mean this is 42.81, and the top here is I gotta see if I can get the candle 43.27. So you're talking 50 cents here, and so this was very, very difficult to find a good entry. And even, when I got in here at 43.17, I think the bid was 43.01. So, when you look at your profit loss, you're already down. You're not in a profit situation. But I decided I was going to take this. Now, as I say, I was in the other trade at the same time. And so when this happened, I exited at 43.52. And again, I blame the dog because, I knew I had to take her out. But my goodness, right after that, it just zoomed up 43.88. And now, here it is up here. Now, this would have been, I'm sure there's an argument you could have held here, but certainly would have got out here. But what a great trade. I mean, 45.76 from 43.17. So, almost a $2, 250 increase. And I jokingly said this might even go positive today, but I mean, we're still $1.10 under the close of yesterday. So, may not do that, but what a great find by Denislav. They're just awesome. And I know a lot of people made good money on this one. And now the other one that I just want to bring your attention to, again, very nice find by a Matt in the room. And he said he was looking at this trade right here, 53, I think right in this area here, when it broke through the whole number of 53. And he actually said this might be good for a scalp. Well, it certainly was more than a scalp, in my opinion. I didn't get in this trade, but I know some people did. And 5304 or 5310, if you got in there, you may have got stopped out here, but you still would have made some money, 53.38. But then if you'd been able to hold on, I mean, you're talking another 50-cent rise. So a really nice find by Matt. This was one that had been beaten up obviously during the day, and is just basically kind of a not a typical bounce play, but certainly bouncing back. And so nice find by Matt. So exciting day. Oh, what am I saying? I missed my exciting one. I can't believe I did that. Let me just put this in here. THRX. There we go. This was the my other exciting one because I found the trade right here. Look at the big volume right here. Now, a lot of times I don't take trades like this. I see these things. They come out of nowhere. I mean, look how much it was flatlining for most of the time, and I usually let them fall back. And a lot of times I don't even trade them. I just can't seem to find a good enough entry. But I like the strength on the second candle. Um, so I got into the trade right here, actually, on this first candle, and I took the trade right here, and it was a little bit dicey, but it was moving up, and then it came back down a little bit, but it didn't break down below my buy of 15.30, and then I sold at 15.51 the first half, and then the next candle. I mean, my goodness, it just zoomed up, almost got all the way to 16. It didn't look like it was going to be able to break the whole number, and you know what? Even if it had, and then come back down, I still would have, obviously I would have exited the trade under the whole number. But as it was moving down, it was coming down pretty quickly. I got out at 15.85. So to kind of recap this one, saw it here. I mean, early. I mean, I was witnessing this volume candle probably right here is when I alerted in the room on it, and it just looked so strong, and so I took the trade. I decided this is going to be one. I was watching this on, let's just see what it looks like on a 2-minute candle. Yeah, you see, I was looking at this on a 2-minute chart also. So you can see came back down, and then on this candle, this is what I was saying. Here's the strength of the second candle, and so this is why I got in. I'm sorry, I should have had this up here. I knew it didn't make sense when I was looking at this, thinking, well, here's the strength of the second candle, but I was already in by that point. But I had switched to 2-minute candles. So here's where I first saw it. I saw the strength of the second candle, and I thought, okay, it didn't have a big pullback, so I'm getting in. So that's how I traded that one, and so that one worked out really well for me. So as I say, an exciting day and much better than yesterday. And let's see, what is the SPY doing right now? Yeah, it's still underwater a little bit, but you can see we had the rally, pullback, and obviously everybody's waiting to see what happens on the elections tonight, or once everything is counted. And I know people are banking on the Republicans taking control of the Senate and the House of Reps. So we'll see what happens. And so tomorrow should be exciting, no matter what happens, no matter who gets control of what. It'll be an exciting day, I'm sure. So let me just bring back the cover page. Again, here's how to get in, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account, and I hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow.